Chapter 8.5, Exploring and Classifying Polygons. So we have a lot of vocabulary today, so please make sure that your book is open to page 386. That is where you're going to find a lot of the vocabulary, and there are a lot of diagrams and pictures of shapes to go with that vocabulary. So please make sure that you are following along and are writing definitions into your math notebook. So we'll start today with polygon. A polygon is simply a closed figure that has 3 or more line segments that don't cross. Now, line segments are just that. They are lines. They are not curves. So any shape that has a curve in it is not a polygon. So this, not a polygon. That is a polygon. Now, there are 2 kinds of polygons. Regular, where all sides are congruent, meaning they are the same length, and all angles are congruent, meaning that they are the same. An irregular polygon is a polygon with sides that are not all congruent or angles that are not all congruent. Again, congruent meaning the same. So, many different kinds of shapes. Quadrilaterals, quad meaning 4, quadrilateral, 4-sided shape. There are some special quadrilaterals, parallelograms, trapezoids, rectangles, rhombuses, and squares. So please make sure you read those definitions and look at the examples on page 387 in your book. All right, so let's get started with chapter 1, or example 1. Identify each polygon according to the number of sides. So down here is a lovely chart that gives the name of the polygon for the number of sides that it has. If you have not already done so, you need to make sure that you memorize this list. So A has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Therefore, A is a pentagon. Penta means 5, so a 5-sided shape is a pentagon. A stop sign we should all know has 8 sides, and octa means 8, so it is an octagon. C has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. It is a quadrilateral. Oh, you get the idea. Quad meaning 4. So feel free to refer back to the chart, but you do want to make sure that you memorize it within the next couple of lessons. All right, example 2. Determine whether each polygon is regular or irregular. Remember, regular means congruent. Are all of the sides the same length, and are all of the angles the same? So A, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-sided shape here. 6 sides, meaning hexagon. Hexa means 6. So we have a hexagon. I can see that all of these are the same length. And because they're the same length, the angles are all the same. So A is regular. B, however, I see that these 2 angles are both right angles, but these 2 are not, and therefore this one is irregular. Regular, congruent, irregular, not congruent. All right, example 3. A baseball diamond is a quadrilateral. Write all of its names, all being the key word here. Which is the best name, and explain. So, if we look back at our list, we have parallelogram, trapezoid, rectangle, rhombus, and square. So, this is a parallelogram. And it is a parallelogram because it has 2 pairs of parallel sides. These 2 sides are parallel, and so are those 2. It is a rectangle. And it is a rectangle because it also has 4 right angles. Each of these angles forms a right angle. And I might need to change colors here. Okay, so it is a rectangle. It is also a rhombus because a parallelogram with 4 congruent sides. Each of these sides is the same length. So it is a rhombus also. And it is also a square because it is a rhombus, so all 4 sides are the same length, but it also has those 90-degree angles from the rectangle. So it is a parallelogram, it is also a rectangle, it is a rhombus, and it is a square, but the best one to describe it is going to be the square. Okay, and the reason is because the square covers both the angles and the sides. A rhombus only talks about the angles, and a square is a special rectangle, so a square is the best fit. All right, example 4. A family buys the lot of land shown. What is the measure of angle X where Oak Street and Elm Street intersect? So we are looking for this right here. Well, in any parallelogram, the measure of, we'll do it this way, the measure of a quadrilateral is 360 degrees. So if I know I have a right angle here, which is 90 degrees, plus this obtuse angle of 113 degrees, plus this acute angle of 55 degrees, plus the unknown angle X has to equal 360 degrees. So 90 plus 113 plus 55 is 258 plus X. And notice I'm including the degrees sign on all of these. You need to as well. Oh, 360 degrees. Subtract 258 from both sides. And X equals 102 degrees. Now, I can double check. This looks like an obtuse angle to me. 102 degrees is an obtuse angle. So therefore, X is 102 degrees, or D. Okay, that's it for examples. Complete your QCs and CYUs. If you have any questions, I'll answer them the next time I see you.